Hey guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how you can kind of upgrade the packaging on some of the goodies that you're including in your Happy Meals this season. So I'm going to start with this can of Purine cookies. These are really good, but I'm not like crazy about the packaging, so we're going to add some things to this to dress it up a little bit. We'll also be dressing up some candy boxes, candy bars, and some little peppermint things, so make sure you stay tuned all the way through the end to see how everything comes together. But let's go ahead and start with this guy. So I've cut down a piece of scrapbook paper. This one is double-sided, but you can use whatever kind that you want. So with a ruler, go ahead and measure from this little lip all the way down to this little lip, and that is how wide you want your paper. I started off with a 12 by 12 scrapbook paper and was able to trim some of it off for another project. So once you have your paper cut, go ahead and just kind of test it, make sure it will fit all the way around. Mine does, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this guy. You'll also need some Tombow Extreme adhesive, and I think I want the red side to face up, so I'm going to place my adhesive on this back side. I'm just going to apply this along both of the edges, and then down the middle, and then some extra adhesive here on the end that will overlap once this goes all the way around. So at this point, you just take your can of cookies and you place the paper. I like to line it up with the bottom edge. Okay. And just make sure to press that down really well and just keep going around the can. Here you can see all that extra adhesive I have on there, which will come in handy for the back. So you could leave it like this, maybe put like a little gift label or something on the side or on the top, but I'm going to add this little rosette that I made off screen. So I just used some red foiled paper with some gold foil here in the center. And again, I'm going to grab my Tombow Extreme adhesive and just place some here on the back. I'm gonna place quite a bit. My pen pal should be able to peel this off if they want. All right, so you just press that down really well, like so, and I think that's really cute. This does look a little bit plain up here at the top, so I'm going to be using some of these 3D stickers by Paper House Productions. And these are great because they're like a little dimensional embellishment that you can just use all on its own, and it's totally fine. So I think I'm gonna use this Joy to the World one. You can see how much dimension there is there. You just pop that right in the center and you have a really fun dimensional rosette. So I love these dimensional stickers from Paper House. If you guys have not checked them out yet, I will leave a link down below where you can do so. So I think I'm just gonna leave it plain like this. I kind of like the plain side and then kind of the fancier top. Next, I'm going to be dressing up this box of Peppermint Junior Mints, which I think are really fun. And all you have to do again is measure how wide your box is and then cut a piece of scrapbook paper that is that wide. This is also from a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I believe I'll be able to cut some of this off as well. So you will need a scoring board, which I have here. And then you just flip your paper over so that the side you want showing is facing down. And then what I like to do is I just use my box to measure. Like I don't measure around it or anything. Like it's a little complicated for me. So I'm just gonna use the box itself to measure where I need to score. So here you can see I used this side to see where I needed to score on there. You just flip it around and you just keep following the box all the way around. And it's really simple. Turn it again. If you were planning on doing a bunch of these, of course, it'd probably be easier if you did measure and then create a template. I do have a video that shows how to do that. It's my hot cocoa packet video that shows you how to make a template. But for just a couple of these, it's not really a big deal to just use the box. And then once I've scored for all 4 of the sides, so this is a thin side, a wide side, thin side, a wide side, I'll go ahead and add another score line on there. And this is just so I know where to cut and trim my paper. And I don't need the scoreboard anymore. And then just go ahead and start folding all of these score lines that you made. Where is it? There it is. So once you have that, go ahead and place your candy in there. I want this to face the right way. You can see here I didn't trim off quite enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim just a little bit more. Not a big deal. Like that. All right, here we go. And then just go ahead and place your candy box in there. So you can add some adhesive up here on this top flap. Like so. And then fold over the other side. And there's your little candy box. So it does slide out, which is really nice, but it makes it a little bit more decorated and fun and a little bit more custom. So let's go ahead and decorate this a little bit. So I pulled a few things, a scrap piece of paper, some clear acetate with some gold foil dots, a chipboard sticker that I think will look nice, and then some gold and silver snowflake. So you'll also need some baker's twine. So I have this one here that I received in some Happy Mail. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around a couple of times. Trim off some of the excess and then tie a bow. And I actually think I want this down here towards the bottom. And this is just a little bit decorative, but it will also hold the candy box in place in case it wants to slide out in the mail. Cute tiny little bow. Let me zoom you guys in. So here you can see the adorable tiny little bow that I've got. This is actually a Project Life card that I cut down. It was a 6x4 clear acetate card from Becky Higgins. And I'm just removing this little protective, I don't know, whatever that is. I'm just gonna slide this in here. Actually, maybe a little bit of adhesive. Yep. So I'm just gonna slide that right there. And I think it adds just kind of a fun little touch to the front. And then I'm gonna do kind of the same with this red scrap paper that I use my decorative scissors on. Put that right there. And I have this sticker that I want to use. I think I will actually kind of tuck this behind that baker's twine, just like so. Okay, and then I want to use some of these gold snowflakes because I think they're super pretty. Kind of move the bow over a little bit if I can. I might actually add some adhesive on the back of this sticker. These are from last year and a little bit old, so they're not as sticky as I would like. Let's put that back right there. So there we go. There's a fun little candy box. And then if your friend wants to, they can take this whole clear piece off and have decorative little large embellishment thing. So we've got that. We're going to do a similar process with a candy bar. So this is a large one from Hershey's. And I did the same exact thing as I did for this wraparound. I just used the packaging itself to help me determine where to score. So I went ahead and did that off screen because you guys know how to do that now. So let's go ahead and start decorating this guy. So I have half of a red doily, some green jemmies, this little snowman dimensional chipboard thing, and then some stickers. So this is another really easy one that you can do. You just cut down a doily in half, or if you have some other decorative paper that you want to use, you can use that as well. Add some adhesive to the back, and then which side is the bottom? That's the bottom, okay. So I'm going to wrap this around, just lining it up with the bottom of the larger paper. Like that. And then I also wanted to use up some of this long strip sticker, whatever it is. I always struggle with how to use these, so I'm going to try to use some of it today. So again, you just wrap it around. I like to start on the back with this one. So that looks like that. And then I will go ahead and add my little snowman guy because he's super cute. And then I want to add a little word phrase sticker. So I think I'm going to use this Winter Wonder. And like that. And then I like his little buttons, but I want them to be more green and sparkly, so I'm gonna put some little gemmies on there. And these are my favorite gemmies from Amazon. You get thousands and thousands of them for like $12 or $11 or something. So if you're in the need of gemmies, highly recommend. And then I'm just going to kind of sprinkle some other ones on here. And again, if your friend wants to reuse this packaging, they can very easily. All right, so that looks a little bit more like how I want it. And then I have one more to share with you guys. So I'm going to be using some Tombow foam tape, some Tombow extreme adhesive, some baker's twine, and these little cups that I found at the Dollar Tree a while ago. So I'm gonna put some candies in here and then I'll be right back. So here I've got some little candy cane Hershey's Kisses and then some little peppermint mint things, I don't know. So I'm just gonna pop the lids on here and then I'm going to stack them like so and then keep them together with some baker's twine. But first I'm going to place this piece of paper right here on the top. A little decorative accent. So that fits pretty well in there. I just pushed it in a little bit, which is fine. I will also be using one of these adhesive dots from Tombow, just to kind of get things going. You could use an extreme tab for this part as well, but I'm kind of hoarding them because they have discontinued these. So I just like to take one of these adhesive dots, just put it in the middle, and this will just help me hold the baker's twine in place as I wrap it around because it's a little bit tricky. These are circular and it's kind of hard unless you have more than 2 hands, which I do not. All right, so I'm going to take about this much, and the length that you need will depend on how big your containers are. So you just find a halfway spot, pop it in to that glue dot right there, and then start wrapping this around. Flip it. And then also you can use a glue dot to kind of help hold the ends in place too, at least so you can move your hands away. So I'm just gonna trim off the little bit of extra here. And then I'm gonna take some of this foam tape and make some little pieces out of it that around where the baker's twine is. And doing it this way around the baker's twine will help things from getting too bulky and tall on top of your little packaging, which you'll understand more in here in just a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the backing of this foam tape like that, and then I'm going to use one of the extreme tabs and just put that on top of where the twine intersects. This will also help hold the twine in place, but not add a ton of dimension when I go to adhere down this little rosette that I created. So I'm just gonna pop this right on the center. So, and you can see a little bit of that red paper kind of peeking out through under there. And the dimension is just right. I think that's pretty nice. My pen pal can take this off and reuse it. And then I'm just gonna finish this off really simply with one of these little round peppermint 3D stickers. These are from Michaels. And I think that's really cute. I like how simple it is. I think it's fine. And then there you go. So here are the 2 cookie containers that I created. I really enjoy these. I think these dimensional stickers really make the rosettes pop. Also, we've got these junior mints that are peppermint flavored in their little candy wrappers. I think these both turn out really nice as well. You guys saw me create this wrapper for the candy bar, but I also made this one off screen. I love the little Rudolph. I think he's super cute too. And then 2 of the little peppermint candy stacks. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!